तो ये आपको कितना कॉन्फिडेंस है पूरा टीम मोटिवेशन को क्या ज़्यादा लग रहा है
क्योंकि मोटिवेशन तो बहुत अच्छा ही है, हमेशा स्टार्ट से रहा है। और जब मिचेल स्टार्क भी आए टीम में तो बहुत एडवांटेज लाते हैं। वो पावर प्ले में डाल सकते हैं, वो बीच ओवर्स में डाल सकते हैं, और डेप्थ में भी जैसे हम देखे जाए तो हमें एक बॉलर का जरूरत है। वो बहुत अच्छे कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ आ रहे हैं, वर्ल्ड कप जीते रहे हैं, ऑब्वियसली अच्छा टेस्ट सीरीज आया है, ओवर द इयर्स वो बहुत अच्छे करते आ रहे हैं। तो he carries a lot of experience, और हमारे जो यंगस्टर्स है टीम में उनके लिए भी बहुत अच्छा है एक तरीके से।
श्रेयस, आपके हिसाब से इस साल इस टीम का स्ट्रेंथ और एक्स फैक्टर क्या है?
हमारे हिसाब से स्ट्रेंथ तो टॉप टू बॉटम सब लोग एकदम अच्छे टच में, अच्छे लीग में, जैसा प्रैक्टिस मैचेस में भी देखे हैं कि हर एक ने परफॉर्म किया है। और जब भी नेट्स में और टीम मीटिंग में जब हम बात करते हैं, बहुत सारे लोग अपने इनपुट्स देते हैं। तो अगर देखा जाए तो स्ट्रेंथ वो है हम लोग का कि हम लोग एक अच्छे कमराडरी के साथ खेल रहे हैं, और स्टार्ट ऑफ द सीजन है तो ऑब्वियसली ज्यादा एक्सपेक्टेशन नहीं रखेंगे हम किसी से, क्योंकि सब लोगों को कॉन्फिडेंस चाहिए और पहले मैच से वो आ जाएगा तो बहुत ही अच्छा रहेगा।
और एक्स
फैक्टर तो हर एक में है। हमें ऐसा नहीं है कि एक किसी इंडिविजुअल को पॉइंट आउट करोगे यहाँ पे, क्योंकि आपने देखा रहेगा कि लास्ट ईयर रिंकू ने जो सबसे 5-6 मार के जो मैच जीता और उसके बाद इंडियन टीम के लिए इतना अच्छा परफॉर्मेंसेस किए, तो ऑब्वियसली उनसे ज्यादा एक्सपेक्टेशंस रहेगा। बट मेरे हिसाब से स्टार्ट ऑफ द सीजन में हर एक इंडिविजुअल सेम।
गौतम गंभीर आने के बाद उनके मेंटालिटी में कितना बदलाव आया है?
ऑब्वियसली बहुत एक अच्छे लेवल पे आ गया अभी मेंटालिटी, क्योंकि वो बहुत अपने इनपुट्स लाते हैं और स्ट्रेटेजिकली एकदम स्ट्रांग है। तो 2 आईपीएल जीत चुके हैं कोलकाता के साथ, तो उन्हें बहुत एक्सपीरियंस है और नॉलेज है कि ऑपोजिशंस कैसे टारगेट करेंगे और गेम का स्ट्रेटेजी क्या हो सकता है। तो दोनों चंदू सर और गौतम सर बहुत सारे इनपुट्स देते हैं हर एक इंडिविजुअल्स को, और प्रैक्टिस में भी जब उनसे मैं बात करता हूँ तो एक तरीके का अच्छा ग्लांस मिलता है कि आगे के मैचेस में क्या हम लोग एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं।
Hi Shreyas, Sandeep here from ABP News Network. Shreyas, you could face one interesting dilemma tomorrow between playing Gurbaz and playing Phil Salt. So who could get a go in tomorrow's match?
देखिए दोनों ही बहुत ही बढ़िया बल्लेबाज है। हर जगह जाके वो T20 खेलते हैं और उनके दोनों के परफॉर्मेंसेस टॉप नॉच है एकदम। ऐसा हम लोगों ने अभी तक प्लान नहीं किया कि किसको खिलाएंगे, क्योंकि अभी ये मीटिंग के बाद हमारा टीम मीटिंग है, क्या टीम खिलाना है उसके ऊपर हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे। Then tomorrow you will eventually get to see which opener we are going with and किसको खिलाना है दोनों में से।
Sir, this is also from you did say the last season, so you are coming back after 1 year's gap. So a lot of expectations from you, particularly in the middle order. So how does it feel to be back at the KKR dressing room, and particularly when you have Gautam Gambhir as the mentor of the team? So what's the mood in the dressing room this week?
Boys are in high spirits, to be honest, and for me particularly coming after a year, it gives me a great pleasure to be back along with the team, and looking at the spirits, I'm also motivated internally. And see, I also played so many years in the IPL, so it's not that I'm completely distant from it. Personally, my preparation has been top notch. I've ticked the boxes in every way possible, so I am in high spirits as well. And with Koki Bhai coming in, I've worked with him previously in a different franchise, and I know how his mindset is. He's a fearless guy, and he gives you a lot of freedom as a captain and also as a player. So I am basically honored to be playing under him, and it gives a lot of pleasure for other players as well in the team to go and express themselves with freedom.
Shreyas Sukant from Bardhaman. After the IPL, there is a T20 World Cup. So how are you looking this IPL for your personal, for the Indian team?
See, to be honest, I like to be in the present, not think much about what will happen after the IPL. Obviously, World Cup is there. That is something to look after the IPL gets over. For me, I like to go one match at a time. I am thinking about tomorrow's match, and for that, I need to stick to it that I am in great shape, great mental space, and going forward, how I would be handling my team on the field, get the best performance out of each and every individual. And for me personally, I want to be in great form as well from the word go. So, yeah, I'm someone who like to stick in the present and see to it that I leave no stone unturned in my preparation.
Shreyas, hi, my name is Shom, I'm from Hindustan Times. So it's been like a monologue for the last few months now. The world talking about you. I'll not name the specifics, but I want to understand what kind of mental space are you in? How are you physically, mentally? What are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to win the IPL. And if you would ask any captain out there, they would be having the same mentality. And that's why you have to be in the present as much as possible. If you dwell too much into the future and the past, I personally feel that you overthink, and in that span you make mistakes, a lot of mistakes. So that's what I've learned over a period of time, that whatever is in your hand, you have to make the best use of it. The decision making outside of it is not in your hand, and the more you dwell into that, the more mistakes you would be indulging into. So I just want to keep doing my work and see to it that I do it right. And if I even do it wrong, I want to learn from it and see to it that I don't repeat again.
Shreyas, around KKR the last year's performance, the last year's performance, they did not have the best of the power play, both with the ball and with the bat. And on both cases, हम लोग बहुत पीछे हो जाते थे इसकी वजह से. इस बार, what are you viewers are doing to plug that hole, especially on the power play point of view? I know that Mitchell Stark is there, he will make a difference, but I can't.
See, again, that is something we have to work on strategically. And with Gotibai coming in, he brings in a lot of experience. And the bowlers you see right now, they're more experienced enough. They know what they did, not that great in the past. So it's a learning curve. Again, it's the start of the season. We can't pinpoint on the mistakes which we've done in the past. It's something that something that we should be focusing on is how we can give ourselves or put ourselves, see to it that we put ourselves in the best position possible right from the word go. And I personally feel that we don't have to think much. When we overthink, we tend to do a lot of mistakes. And whatever the job is, we have to see to it that we execute it as close as possible, because no one is perfect at the end of the day. You are bound to make mistakes, and at the end of the day, you have to learn from it.
There's a lot of talk about your batting team. Can you just tell us how? What is the condition right now? There's been reports also that you have been advised not to stretch forward while batting and all. So what is the status currently? How is the batting team?
See, right now, if I look at myself, I feel that I'm in the best shape possible. I've been doing my training regularly, I've been hitting the balls, and I've been batting for a longer period of time. So that is something I'm thriving on. I don't want to think about what the doctor has said, what the injury was, because as I mentioned previously, when you overthink, you put your focus on the injury, and in that moment you forget about what you're doing the best. So I want to put all these things aside and focus on what's there for me on the plate.
Last one.
Yeah, I'm Jafar from Apollo. As far as the impact player is concerned, do you think that Shreyas Sharma or Varun Chakravarti have been becoming some sort of mystery bowler? As in the last against RCB, we have seen Shreyas performing very well. What do you think about that? Impact player.
See, I think that is a strategic move. Impact player is something that we have to see based on what we are doing at that point of time. If we are bowling, if we are batting, then the roles would obviously change. And both of them are lethal. They bring in a lot of spice in the team, and they have done tremendously well for the team in the past. So tomorrow, if the team requires a certain player to perform or come as an impact player, then we would be backing him at that particular time.
Close it out with last two. One.
And before that, Gujarat considered there is much of difference in Vanadium among you.
Sorry?
In Vanadium, there is much of difference.
No.
What?
Shaman. Difference to
Key difference was
Shaman.
We're not going to talk about that.
Last one, sorry.
Shreyas, this is your first game as KKR skipper at the Eden Gardens. So, how is that feeling, and how are you looking forward to go out there and feel the atmosphere? It's an iconic stadium. So, how are those sort of feelings?
It gives me great pleasure to be back in my forte, and the crowd is going to be electrifying, and the atmosphere will be bustling. So I'm looking forward to have a ball over here and see to it that I put in my best efforts as much as possible. And I also try to inculcate right habits and build the right culture among the team so that we lose momentum in our preparation. And the most important part of being captain and playing at Legends is that I have to enjoy as much as possible. And that's what I want to say to every individual in my team, because these moments will never come back. If you see, this team, this environment which we create today is something we have to cherish throughout. So I personally feel it gives me an immense pleasure to be out there and enjoy the game, enjoy the atmosphere around. And there are going to be 60,000 people. So the atmosphere is going to be buzzing overall. Just want to enjoy the moment.
Thank you, everyone. See you all tomorrow.
Thank you. All the best.
Hello, Sidi.
Hi, Indradeep.
You don't look very happy.
Not happy.
Why?
गए KKR के office में और पता नहीं, I told them I'm not happy. Nobody's doing what's the use of just being KKR fan? I'm one of the biggest fans. Indradeep, what should I do? Tell me.
So you do what you do best. You sing for them.
And you're going to do it for me?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. So shall we go?
Yeah.
Eden Gardens to Trinbago, Abu Dhabi to America. Night se hai hame pyar, but don't take that for granted, yaar. KKR ke bosses ko Usha ne pucha, tomar number 1 fan kyun tumse rootha? Chill, 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 solution gaya hai mil. अरे बाबा मायामी भालोबाशी KKR so Miami chai. Darling, loyalty programs, bingo games, exclusive videos, these are all nice, but इसमें मेरा sweetie Rinku Singh का wallpaper भी होगा ना. This season has a brand new spark, and no, it's not just Mr. Star. And when you download Nightclub Plus, Guru Gambhir bhi denge haan. Chill, 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 solution gaya hai mil. Just download Nightclub Plus and have your bills filled. Chill, 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 solution gaya hai mil. Just download Nightclub Plus and have your bills filled. Download the Nightclub Plus app